say let's bring on the winners. What do you say?
Let's.
Would you like to announce them?
All right. So now we are delighted to have with us today the two winners, and we received several different applications. We received almost 40 applications total from, I believe, over 13 unique universities. And so joining us today, the winner of the Faculty Scholarship, Alexandra Santamaría Urbieta from the Universidad Internacional de La Rioja, and the student winner, Simone Vizentin with the University of Strasbourg. And let's bring them out.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
And
Hi, everyone.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this great opportunity.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you?
10.
11. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well,
So happy.
let's chat a little bit about your work. Let's start with Alexandra, maybe.
Yeah.
You wrote a very interesting piece. First of all, it had a beautiful illustration, kind of inspired to Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
And you talked in it about the Babel verse. What is the Babel verse exactly?
Well, thank you once more. And well, my piece wanted to introduce or to take the readers and today our viewers to a journey through what I've called, as you just said, Isabella, the Babelverse. This is a land where the lines between human intellect and artificial intelligence in translation blur, yes? And they try to reshape our profession and challenge us as, in this case, me, teachers, faculty members, to rethink our roles and strategies, the ones that we use inside the classroom. So the Babelverse represents our modern translation landscape and deeply influenced by globalization, digitalization, and most significantly, AI, artificial intelligence. In this world, just like Alice chased the white rabbit, we find ourselves today relentlessly pursuing technological advancements, right? These changes, I believe, are not merely trends, but shifts that redefine how we understand languages and cultures, demanding, in our cases, to teach students new skills and adaptabilities so that they can, be more aware of these rapid advancements in machine translation solutions. So this is the evolution represents the transformative journey into the Babelverse, challenging us to explore this new land with caution and why not a little bit of curiosity, just like Alice.
Yeah, exactly. And just for the record, your essay was titled "Navigating the Babelverse: Teaching in an AI Wonderland," I read it and I saw that you described two very different approaches. Do you want to talk a little bit about those approaches?
Yep. Alice finds herself, or Alexandra finds herself in two distinct paths, yes? Resistance and embrace. These are the two paths you just mentioned. So resistance is characterized by fear, by skepticism. It's an approach that sees AI as a supplanter, a threat to the craft of translation. So this view, I believe, that maybe you're not, you don't agree with me, is indicative of the Queen of Hearts, running in place, demanding the status quo despite the world changing around her. Yes. On the other hand, the embrace approach is the one that is more close to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I don't, if those that are watching us haven't watched the film, this is a great a great chance to do so. And the Mad Hatter's Tea Party sees as a willingness to dive into the chaotic and the unknown, armed, yes, with adaptability and an open mind. So embracing AI in translation doesn't mean relinquishing control by augmenting our capabilities, allowing us to tackle more creative and complex tasks that machines cannot understand. So this approach doesn't deny the challenges, but views them as opportunities for growth and innovation.
Yeah, and I take it that you kind of follow the Mad Hatter's method.
Exactly. Yep. I'm more into the embracing all of this. Yes, I align myself with the path of embrace, and this decision is from I believe that is based on personal experiences, observations, where I've seen that AI can act as a not as a replacement, but as a collaborator in enhancing our work's depth and breadth. Yes, so by adopting this approach, I position myself in between technology and the art of translation. So I and this is what I teach my students every day, or that's what I tell them that we are. Well, it's a tool. It's a new tool. It's there, and we can make the most out of it.
Yeah, and I take it that this also means that universities should start developing new curricula, maybe. And I mean, it's about time, right? And how can they do that, in your opinion?
Well, we stand at a crossroads of tradition and innovation. So I believe that it's imperative that our educational institutions evolve. So the curriculum that we've got today must prepare students for the Babelverse of tomorrow. We have to equip them with skills in AI literacy, critical evaluation, and technological adaptation. So this is just not teaching them how to use translation tools, but understanding that their mechanisms, their strengths, and the limitations that go with these tools. We have to train our students, or I train my students, not just to be translators, but also to have these tech savvy linguists who can navigate these complexities of AI enhanced language services. So the role of a translation technology advisor could bridge the gap between academic learning and practical application, so that we must ensure that graduates are proficient, in traditional translation skills. It doesn't mean that we have to forget all about that, because they're still translators or localizers, but and adept at leveraging technology to meet the demands of this rapidly changing professional landscape. So this is what I believe that universities and should do, and faculty members, of course.
Do you find a lot of resistance from your students?
No, surprisingly, I don't. Students are really aware of how to use these technologies. Sometimes we should just have to teach them that there is an art of translating and an art of translation, and then there are these apps that they can use. They are into using the tool. Sometimes they overuse them, let's say, and they don't know how to use them correctly. But I don't find resistance. Quite the opposite. I find that they are really open minded to the use of these technologies. But this is where we have to put the focus, the emphasis. As faculty members, we need to teach them how to use these tools correctly, and how probably their the jobs or that they will have in a couple of years will not be the same as the ones that they have today. They will evolve, they will change, and they have to be prepared for that evolution.
Yeah, exactly. Alicia, do you have any questions?
Yes, I'd like to turn to the committee here for just a moment. And you might have heard them mention earlier, when they reviewed all of the applications for the scholarship, it was completely anonymous. So they did not have the name, the university, or usually even the country that the applicant was currently located in. So Aki and Gwen, with that in mind, what made you decide to award the scholarship to Alexandra? What made her application stand out?
I can start if you want. First, we did not review together. We're working in the same team, we are colleagues, but we did not review together. We shared afterwards, and we had more or less the same feedback, but with variation. So it was interesting to see that maybe we're formatted in a way with how we work. We were detecting the same trends, and etc., and strengths in what we read. So specifically for Alexandra's work, if that's your question, I think earlier we mentioned the originality and the novelty. Well, the analogy with Alice in Wonderland, right at the beginning, opens really the stage for deep understanding, and we are hooked right away, and we wanted to learn more. The fact that you have in the beginning the maze, that the visual at the very beginning of the article, it just invites you to learn more. So that was just brilliant. The stylistic exercise is sustained throughout the blog. It could have been a great idea in the beginning and then forget about it, but it's actually followed throughout up to the end. So that particular creative mindset at the beginning really hooks the reader and serves the purpose really well. And I think across the committee, that's something that we came up with that first comment. Mm-hmm. Academically, strictly speaking, the sources were really perfectly used, we found, to support the ideas that you were outlining in the narrative, bringing more depth and credibility to what, not just an opinion, really. So, Aki, you reminded us earlier about the theme. Can you tell us more, how Alexandra's Babelverse is addressing the theme from
sure.
your perspective?
Yes, my cat Smokey decided to join, and congratulations to both of you once again. And we have heard directly from Alexandra, now about her blog, but it really offered a clear perspective on the changes that AI is already posing in this industry, right? And it also emphasized on the human element, where she sees that this continuity between indispensable language and cultural knowledge as the core skill, and a multitude of new career sort of opportunities that AI offers today. And committee really liked how she envisioned career perspective that she described as the language data explorers in that context. We also like the proposal on the joint effort that obviously students need to demonstrate this unique the skill set, right? The quality of humans, such as empathy, creativity, and critical thinking, really underscoring the value of maintaining the balance between technology and human expertise. At the same time, educators really should be, like Alexandra mentioned, incorporating AI into teaching approaches. Normalize AI tools in the curriculum and teach critical, evaluation skills, offering practical strategy for, teaching as well. And my apologies. Gwen, anything else to add here?
I think when we were chatting about it earlier, we're not very eager, Alexandra, to know more about how the teaching skills and the method will change to help the students shift to a more technology savvy role. We're really curious to see how these new AI skills will be added to the university's curriculum. That's something curiosity for, obviously, but also because those students might be our colleagues in the future or successors. So we're looking forward to see all that in application. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Gwen and Aki. Thank you. Well, I don't know if it was a question, but it is true that hopefully in the near future, we are trying, at least where I work at UNIR, we are trying to get students involved step by step on the use of AI, also within the degree on translation and interpreting. And we do that both focusing on translation and on interpreting. And well, we are trying to do that by changing also some of the subjects, updating them, introducing new concepts, and making our faculty members to well, be aware of these new changes. And as I mentioned on my blog, to blend both skills, both sides of Alicia's world, yes, skillfully, trying to blend that tradition of translation and the art of translation with these AI tools.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to keep us posted, Alexandra, on how things evolve on your side. In any case, I can already see some interesting articles and content coming from you in the near future.